Hello, I'm Stephanie with My Time Fitness, and today I have a descending upper body strength workout for you. You will need a variety of dumbbells for this workout. If you don't have any dumbbells, that's okay. You can grab soup cans, water bottles, or just use plain body weight. If you do have dumbbells, be mindful of the weights that you are choosing, because as we are decreasing those reps, we are increasing that weight. So keep that in mind. Your warm-up and cool-down is included in this workout. If you haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe button right now. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon, so check that out. Other than that, let's get into it. All right, we're gonna start off with arm crosses. So just right here in front, nice and controlled, cross those arms. Get a nice stretch back behind, a nice stretch in front. And when you come back to the front, switch which arm which was on top before. Next up, we have a bicep extension. We're really gonna burn out those arms today. So right here, touch those shoulders and bring out those arms, extend those arms. Contract those muscles and work against yourself. Next up, we have an overhead reach plus side bends. We're going to come up overhead, quick reach, and bend off to one side. Overhead reach, and bend off to the other side. Next up, we have a good morning plus a reverse fly. So right here, we're going to come down for that good morning, and then, I'm going to hit my wall, and then out for a fly. Come back up, hinge over for that good morning, core tight, back flat, and up. Next up, we have a tricep kickback plus a step back. So right here, we're going to step back and do that tricep kick back and then switch feet. Just nice and controlled, like you already have weights. And we're going to finish up this warm up with a low impact jack. Right here, for that little impact. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can come down into a squat, or you can just get into a full jumping jack. It's up to you. All right, if you haven't already, grab those dumbbells, put on your motivating music, and we're gonna get into our first group of 12 reps. All right, so we're gonna get into that first group. Like we said, 12 reps for this group. We are going to start off with bicep curls. I'm gonna start off with 10 pounds here. Again, just a reference, you pick what is good for you. We're gonna come up nice and slow. Elbows pinned to those sides. You don't want your elbow coming out front. You want to keep it pinned to that side. Just nice and controlled. Exhale in that hardest range of motion. So exhale when you come up, inhale when you bring those weights back down. believe we're halfway. Two more. Whew. My arms are already burning. Shake that out. Next up, we have a tricep kickback. So I'm going to start off with 5 pounds per hand here. We're just going to come down with a slight bend in those knees, core tight, neutral back. You're going to bring those weights up next to your side and kick them back. Exhale when you kick back, inhale when you bring those weights back in. There's our 12. And shake that out. Next up, we have an overhead press, which I'm going to start off with 8 pounds per hand here. If at any time you need to, you can hit the pause button if you need a little bit of an extra break. I'm going to try to keep these exercises pretty tight together. Bump up that cardio component. So we're gonna bring those weights to the side on our shoulders, and we're gonna bring up and back down. Again, exhale. When you press up, inhale on the way back down. Again, keep that core tight. You don't want any arching in your back, so keep it tight. Nice and slow, keep it going. Arms are already on fire. That's what we want, right? All right, next up, we have a bent over close row. Shake out those arms. So I'm gonna grab 10 pounds for this. Again, we're gonna come down, and with a slight bend in those knees, core tight, flat back, we're gonna bring those weights straight up and that elbow straight back. Two more. Get a nice squeeze there up at the top. All right. Whew. Next up, we have a ventral raise. I'm going to use 5 pounds per hand here. So we're just going to bring those weights out in front to about shoulder height. So it's a nice controlled raise about right here and then back down. Again, core tight. No leaning backwards to make this exercise happen. If you feel any type of compensation, you want to make sure you drop that weight. You're probably lifting too much. Two more. Then we have one more exercise and we're on to our water break. All right. Next up, we have a scarecrow extension. I suggest taking lighter weights for this exercise, especially if you haven't done it before, because it's a game changer. It's rough, and especially because at the very end of all the exercises we just did, it's gonna hurt. So I'm grabbing 2 pounds per hand here. You're gonna want those arms up by your sides like you're a scarecrow, and you're gonna extend. Just as much as you can. Even if it's a small range of motion, that's okay. Yikes. Really burns. I may not be bumping up the weight on this one, or at least not by much. If you ever need to drop your weight at all, make sure you do so. There's no shame in dropping weight and just working against yourself. Ooh, yikes. That really burns the shoulders. All right, we're gonna get a quick drink of water and then we're gonna come back for group 2. All right, we are back for group 2. We are back to those bicep curls. I'm gonna use 12 pounds per hand. Remember, we are bumping up our weight here, even if it's just a little bit. If you do need to, you can stay at the same weight that you were for group 1, but try your hardest not to decrease your weight at all, because then that defeats the purpose of the workout. All right, 10 reps. Let's get it going. Remember, keep those elbows pinned to your sides. It's definitely getting hard. All right, there's our 10 reps. Next up, we have those tricep kickbacks. I'm gonna use 6 pounds per hand here. Bring those weights up and kick them back. Make sure you keep breathing. Breathe through that burn. We are back to that overhead press. I'm going to use 10 pounds per hand this time. Whew, get your breath. 4 more. Nice. This workout is no joke. Next up, we have that bent over close row. So I'm going to use 12 pounds per hand here. Okay. Mentally prepare. Just bring those weights up and those elbows straight back. Two more. All right, back to those ventral raises. I'm gonna use 6 pounds per hand here. Catch your breath. Whew. Just the shoulder height here. Remember, no leaning back. Keep that core nice and tight. At least our next group will be the quickest because it's only 8 reps. One more. Oh, yikes. Back to those scarecrow extensions. I don't think I'm going to bump up my weight here because my arms were already on fire. So I'm going to stick to my 2-pound dumbbells. Let's just get it over with. Try and keep those arms up there. I know it's easier said than done, especially when they're on fire. And if you also don't have a mirror, it's kind of hard to tell what your body's doing. It burns. One more. I'm starting to make crazy faces, but that's okay. Whatever gets the job done, right? All right, I'm gonna shake it out and we're just gonna jump straight into that last group. Like I said, 8 reps. 8 reps here, so let's get them done and then we get to enjoy that cool down. So for that bicep curl, I'm going to try 15 pounds. Try. 8 reps, I think we got this. Maybe. Yikes, one more. All right. That was a big feat for me, so we did it. Next up for those tricep kickbacks, I'm going to use 8 pounds per hand here. We got this. Arms up and kick back. may only be 8 reps, but let me tell you, it's difficult. It's very difficult. Next up, we have that overhead press. Guys, I really enjoy these descending workouts just because it works, you know, it works our bodies in a unique way, because when we're, you know, decreasing those reps and increasing that weight, we're training our body to work its hardest when we are actually at our strongest. So it's just awesome. It's awesome how it works that way. And it keeps our, you know, our bodies, you know, our brains mindful, our bodies mindful as well. And it switches up the way we train our muscles, and we'll actually gain more muscle endurance and muscle mass. So it gets boring, you know, when we do the same types of workouts over and over again. So it's nice to switch it up, you know, keep our bodies, you know, thinking, if that makes sense. All right, for that overhead press, I'm going to stay with 12 pounds here because it's more than enough. Well, actually, no, I did I do 12 pounds last time? Maybe I did 10 pounds last time. Yeah, I think I did 10 pounds last time. I don't know, I don't remember. All right, I believe that was our 8. I'm already forgetting what weights I used. All right, for that bent over close row, again, going to try 15 pounds per hand here. We'll see what happens. Just keep breathing. All right, back to that ventral raise. I'm going to try 8 pounds per hand here. We'll see where that gets us. Keep that core tight. Halfway. And back for those scarecrow extensions. I'm going to try 3 pounds per hand and hope for the best. We're at our strongest though, right? So 3 pounds should be nothing. One more. Oh, yikes. I think my arms were starting to sag a little bit, but that's okay, we got it done. All right, if you need to, grab a quick drink of water, and we're gonna jump straight into that cool down. We're back, and we're going to get into an arm cross pull on that left side. So just gently grab behind that left elbow and gently pull across your chest. Nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Next, we're just going to switch. Switch to that right arm. Next up, we have a tricep stretch on that left side. So bring that left elbow up, and you're gonna touch in between those shoulder blades. Next up, we're just gonna switch. Definitely got in a good sweat, even though we were just lifting weights. Got in some nice cardio there as well, keeping the exercises close to each other. Next up, we have a wall chest stretch on our left. So you're gonna need an open wall. My arms are burning still. So put that left hand up against the wall, about shoulder height, and then just turn outwards until you feel that stretch all through that chest and that arm. Next up, we're gonna switch. Switch arms. Next up, we have a ventral raise. We're just gonna stand right here and we're gonna come up and get a nice stretch. Bring those arms back down, up, and just really stretch through that body. And we're gonna finish up with a chest stretch to a tree hug, or a chest opener to a tree hug. Right here, open up that chest, stretch those arms back, flex those hands, come around front, round it out like you're hugging a tree trunk. Kind of stretch through that body, those shoulders. You just kind of inch back and forth here. You can find different areas of tension that may need stretching. All right, if you need a little bit extra, you can do those exercises again or add on a few of your favorites for the upper body. I really hope that you enjoyed this workout, this style of workout. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you use dumbbells, if you use body weight, or whatever you use for this workout, and let me know how your body felt afterwards. I always look forward to hearing about your feedback, and if the workout was difficult for you or easier for you, it helps me out in making new workouts. If you haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe button right now. Tell a friend, tell a family member to subscribe to My Time Fitness as well. You can also check out my Patreon where you can join for free now. Everything is ad-free, early access, and extended content. So you'll get stuff that isn't on my YouTube. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram. I hope that you have an awesome rest of your day, and I hope that you come back to work out with me again tomorrow. Thanks.